Okay, I'm going to try to run through this pretty quickly so that the video is not too lengthy. I've got some pre-made pieces, and today we're going to make the keepsake angel that we like to put in with our angel gowns. So what you're going to want is the angel dress or body, a bead. It looks like about a 3/4 inch bead, wooden bead, you know, with the little holes in it for the angel's head. These little plastic wedding rings that you can get from the wedding department. Big bag of them, super cheap at Joann's or Michael's, and that's the halo. Some doll hair, and this will go a long way. So you can get any color you want. I just chose this color. These little ribbons or something to glue on the front. It could be anything. You could make a bow out of the color that's coordinating with your gown or whatever. So first thing you're going to need is a 6-inch circle of typically from the same fabric that your angel gown was made from. So it may or may not be a very thick satin, and you'll have to work with that as best you can. This is really thin, so it worked out pretty easily. So the first thing you're going to do is either by hand or on your machine, run a gathering stitch close to the raw edge. You don't need to fold it over. It really is never going to be seen. We're going to be covering it up. So a gathering stitch around the edge, pull up your gathers and allow it to come in like a little puff into the center. So you will end up with this. So you pull those gathering stitches up real tight and then tie them off, and this is what you end up with. So the next thing that you're going to need is a pair of wings. These are the wings I chose to make. You could get wide ribbon and simply fold it in half or fold it into the center, where you almost have sort of like a bow tie, and that could work for your wings perfectly. So that's one option. I have a big roll of this available, so you can just cut a portion of this. I just kind of folded the sides or the ends in like this and folded it into the center. Really no method to it at all. I just fiddled with it until it became what I wanted. Folded that into the center, just tucked it under to get the raw edges kind of hidden, and then I gathered it up and stitched it by hand. Just ran some stitches into it, and so you end up with almost like a little bow. So that is what I did to get my wings. You will need a piece of ribbon for the hanger, and that is so that it can be used as an ornament or hung on a wall or anywhere that the parents choose to hang it. So you've got a piece of ribbon, your wings, your angel body or dress, your face, and there's no eyes on this face, and I'll show you how we're going to add those at the very end, your halo, a little decorative item. It could be a bow, a flower, anything that you want, a pearl, and you're going to need some doll hair. So just a little bit of doll hair goes a long way. And a little pair of scissors and hot glue. And I use this for my hot glue. So once you have this, it goes together very quickly. You will take your ribbon hanger, and on the back side, let's see, on the back side, we're going to put our ribbon like this. Put a little hot glue. Stick that on there. Burn yourself, of course, because who doesn't burn themselves using hot glue? I'm supposed to have my little paper so I don't get glue everywhere. And then just pop your wings on there. Let's see. I think I'll do them this way. Remember, this is the back, so put the, ouch. Traditional hot glue burn. I haven't used my glue gun in a while. All right, press it down. And that is the back. All right, we're gonna let that dry a second and we will flip it over this way. So let's see, it's still a little wet. I can pull these up if I want, a little bit in an upward motion. There we go. All right, I don't want it to stick. Okay, so now, oh, we'll set that aside for a second. We're gonna put some hair on the top of our little angel head. So this is kind of the, the stickiest part of it all. Don't even try to find the end. Just cut a little portion of the doll hair off. Oops. If you can find the stray bits, and just make a little clump of it like that. And I just put a little hot glue around. We're trying to hide those little holes, so put some hot glue on there, on the one end where the hole is. And then just turn it upside down on that hair and try and gather it together. And it looks a little funny at first, but you get it in there, and then you can decide where the face is, where the front is, I guess. Just stick it down like that. This one's got some crazy hair, so I'm just going to cut the crazy hair off. Alright, so there's my little angel face with no face yet. And I don't put the halo on until it's already on because I don't know how far I want it to stick out. So I'm going to take the body, and this is the center. We don't want to put our face in the center. You want the face to be a little above the center. So you've got your hanging area. Make sure that you don't put your head over here, right below the hanger. So put a nice little dollop of glue right there and set your little angel head right there. Push it in. Okay. And then you're going to take your ring, your halo, and it has a split right here. So I'll put the split to the back. And I would just get a little bit of glue on the back and the sides. And you can do this however you want, because I'll probably end up burning myself. And stick it right on there, just like that. And so you don't want it flipping up and down, so maybe add a little bit of glue right there at the front. You have to be careful because that glue will grab that hair and it will go everywhere. So just pull that out, pull off all those little glue strings. All right, so now you can see it's starting to come together, and it's got this kind of weird area, and you can see that, and that's where the little bow comes in. We're gonna glue the little bow right there. So we'll put a little glue there. We'll take our little bow, stick it there. It could be a little rosebud, or just tie a bow with a ribbon. All right, so now the very last thing that I like to do, if you have a super fine tipped Sharpie, this would work, but I cannot find mine. So you can get a tiny little brush, paintbrush, and some black paint, and like a really thin paintbrush, and very thin little bit of black paint. Okay, just a little. You want to make sure you don't have a bunch of stray hairs on that. And glasses are important. I do not have my glasses here, so bear with me. And just little sleepy eyes. Yeah. I should have had my glasses. But you get the idea, guys, right? Kathy's quick angel. So there you go. All done.